Let's have a Thursday. It's here, Big Ev. Big Ev. It's March, baby.
I'm watching.
It's March. It is
That's a great block.
March. We got 3 people in today. 3 heavy hitters. Don't take that the way you're probably going to take it. To my left, I got Big Ev back from Philly. Back in the building with me and Ben Mintz. Big Ev doing his stretches because he knows he's got a long day ahead of him.
Long day.
Long day of sweating, a long day of critically thinking, a long day of standing, a long day of everything that goes into these conference tournaments. To my right, back again, Ben Mintz. It was just me and him yesterday, but now we're running a 3-man weave. Hello, Ben.
Doing great, Brandon. Got to say, it's fun. The Tuesday and Wednesday are like a little bit of an appetizer, but it gets real in this early morning slate of games. And the next 4 days, just incredible gambling action. I'm super excited about it.
So this is the tone setter for the rest of March.
Mm-hmm.
This day right here, it doesn't have the stakes that next Friday will have, Friday through Monday, but this is like the walkthrough. This is getting us ready. It tests you from noon to midnight. And I would be remiss if I didn't say right now, ding dong, Duke is dead. Ding dong, Duke is dead. I don't have to talk about that shitty, overrated coach gone past his prime, should have been fired 3 years ago, stupid-ass Duke Blue Devils anymore. I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's healthy. I hope everything turns out well. But forever and always, fuck Duke. Duke. Looks like they might be out of the NCAA tournament as a walk-on has contracted COVID. I certainly hope and pray that he is okay.
As do I.
As does everybody. And but Duke not playing Florida State today, which kind of hurts my board because I loved Florida State minus 3.5 or 4. Big Av, I know you're torn up about this. You gonna be okay?
Listen, for the record, I had a 50-1 ticket on Duke to win the ACC.
Oh,
well, that was just
no, but hear me out though. I had it 50-1 before the tournament started. As of last night, it was 5-1 That's a good ticket.
That's a
damn good ticket.
It
was an okay ticket.
But I was getting from 50-1 to 5-1. That's a strong ticket.
Today was Today would have been a huge day for that ticket.
Today would have been the day I probably would have taken Florida State. Start little
right.
Kind of hedge-ish action.
Today was the big because I don't think they were beating Florida State. But
I thought today was I thought if they won today, they were going to win the whole thing. That was where my head was at.
Right. That's what. Florida
and I also had Georgia Tech on the other side 10-1, which fell in a nice spot where they get Miami today in the quarters.
Yeah, well, you still have that.
But I'm saying I could have, if with Duke and them alive, that could have been real nice.
Stop worrying about this 50-1 ticket and just celebrate that we're about to have an NCAA tournament without Coach Cal's overrated ass and without Krzyzewski laying down on the floor because his team's losing.
I already saw a funny tweet from a friend of mine saying, Coach K just trying to get out of this, so he's got the asterisk that he didn't miss the tournament.
Well, that was the one thing that popped in my head. I was like, now they have their out.
Yeah.
Because watch the way, listen, Marty's sad today. This will get spin zone next week. Trust me.
This will get spin zone by 2:00.
This will get spin zone, what I'm saying, for the whole year.
Yeah.
They're going to say COVID no one beat us.
They were going to make a run.
No one beat us. COVID beat us. Play their best last 2 games.
I don't know what it is about. There are some franchises and programs that they win, but I don't just outright dislike them. But Duke fans seem so disingenuous because there's only Duke's a tiny university with not that many alums, so pretty much every Duke fan's a bandwagon fan.
They're the Cowboys of college basketball.
Even worse though, like Texas is a big ass state. There's a lot of Cowboys fans that are organically Cowboys fans. But Duke has probably per capita, I would say, the most bandwagon fans in all of sports because Duke's tiny.
It's tiny school.
There are more North Carolina graduates in the state of North Carolina than there are Duke graduates in the entire world. That is how small Duke is, relatively.
What's the student body, like 8,000, 10?
It's not many. I think North Carolina's 40 or 50, and Duke's very, very small. But Duke is out, and we do not have to talk about the Duke Blue Devils anymore. Presumably, they will not get an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. It's not a joking matter that there was a positive COVID test, and that's why they're not in the tournament. And it brings up a larger point. Hopefully, this is an isolated scenario, but nobody wants to get to this tournament next week with 68 teams, and you see a game, you see a forfeit because what if this happened to Baylor? What if this happens to a number 1 seed? We don't know. This might.
Yeah, no, this is true.
I'm afraid that it's almost inevitable for it to happen to one team.
And I guess the fear that fear is better than the fear we had this time last year.
Fair.
If you remember this week last year, so we didn't make it to the Thursday of conference tournament week last year. We made it to, I believe, halftime of the first Big East game on Wednesday, and that's when it all ended. So at least we made it this far, and presumably, I mean, we're going to have it. Wow, what a move that was! Yeah. We're going to have a tournament, and we're going to have March college basketball. So it's gonna be ugly. Hopefully this is the last time it's ugly. Hopefully next year everything's good. But yeah, there we go. Duke's out.
We're here playing. It's a blessing.
And we're watching Michigan. No, I'm sorry. We're watching West Virginia and Oklahoma State right now, and the scoring has picked up since you said
this
that
might
over
be the
thing.
most elite 11:30 a.m. basketball game in the history of college basketball.
Yeah, this is a
first
we're talking literally 2 like 3-4 seeds in the tournament playing at 11:30 a.m.
And they're the 4 and the 5 in this conference.
Yeah, these are two teams that could make a run to the Final Four.
For sure.
I believe West Virginia is on that list of teams that could win the national championship that's not in like the top 5.
I think Oklahoma State is too.
I don't think Oklahoma State is.
Because they have, in my opinion, they have the best player. So
they have the best player. I just don't think they have as much. Like West Virginia just has, when they get rolling downhill, man, they're really, really good. And they got Bob Huggins. So I kind of value the coach over the best player. But yeah, I certainly won't fight for you or fight.
They're only, I believe, they're only plus like 250 to make the Final Four.
Boy,
wow.
Just so much going on right now, in the state of Illinois. If you are watching me, if you can hear my voice, I believe we're also going to be streaming. They're going to be streaming the launch of this sportsbook in the state of Illinois. But right now, the Barstool Sportsbook, the greatest sportsbook app in the world, is live in Illinois. We have now started conquering 3 states. We have taken over Pennsylvania, Michigan, and now the state of Illinois. Dave is out there, Dan is out there, Marty's out there, Rico's out there, the Chicago boys are out there. They are getting ready to stream all day for conference tournaments. I will be out there. I don't know if Big Ev will. I don't know. I haven't asked you.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay, I will be out there.
I'm waiting to find out.
Next week?
I will be out there next week. I will be in Chicago. We will have Pick Central.
Chicago trip.
We will have Pick Central live from Chicago Friday and Monday of the tournament. I think we'll go an hour before everything starts, so it'll be an hour early. But we will have Pick Central live on location in Chicago next week. We couldn't pull it off this week, therefore I am here in Manhattan. But there you go. So Chicago, the sportsbook is live. Enjoy. It's a joyous occasion.
Hell yeah, it's awesome. And with Barstool's presence already so big in Chicago, I mean, what an awesome fit. And then going live on today, one of the best gambling days of the year, right before March Madness. I mean, come on.
Good timing. It's good timing.
I mean, just perfect. It's and when Illinois is good and people are fired up in Chicago too.
Yeah. So, which brings me to a place I would like to talk about. Barstool Chicago. We all like those guys, right?
I was hoping this video was going to get brought up.
I like some of those guys. I like Chief. I like Carl. I like Eddie. So those are guys that work at Barstool Chicago. Those are the likable ones. And they work apparently out of a closet at an insurance company. And they have forever said this. They've always said they have meager accommodations. They have a small office. They cram in there. But the video of Dave showing up to this insurance place yesterday and walking through, he's got pizza, and he walks in. You see him walking into like one guy's office and says, "Is this it?" And the guy said, "No, they're in there." And they're just behind like a curtain in this tiny little closet of an office. And Dave can't believe it. I've never heard that tone from Dave.
That was hilarious. Yeah,
He's stunned.
Yeah,
I've never
legitimately stunned.
Because usually he gets feisty, but he was just like.
And that was legitimate shock, is what we all saw who watched that video.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Michigan State?
Let's go.
Putting it to
rolling.
Bounce back game for them
early.
after what happened 2 weeks ago too.
Yeah, I felt like Michigan State was a little too chalky today, and it's still early. 7:48 to go in the first half. It's 23-15 Michigan State. But they are handling their business. I felt like Michigan State was one of those traps. Like
I took Maryland,
like
just based on that.
Didn't it feel trappy?
Which I follow a lot of people who do gambling. So we have a lot of people at this company. I didn't see one person take Maryland. Not one. I was that guy.
Had I bet the game, I would have taken Maryland, but I was scared off. I didn't want to bet against Michigan State for sure.
I was that guy. I went contrarian. I'm on Maryland. We'll see what happens.
The only reason I thought Michigan State wasn't fishy today was just because Maryland kicked the shit out of them 2 weeks ago by 18. And I actually was wrong on that one. I got buried on that. But just because people can say, hey, Maryland just beat this team by 18 and they're only a 1.5 point favorite. So I think just because of that, it made it where what is fishy.
And my other thought was, too, when I remember watching the game, looked at the box score again. Michigan State's 3 best players played horrendously. And the fact that I felt like so many people were the public was on Michigan State. The money was still heading towards Maryland.
Yeah. So what do we think is going to happen in Chicago? You think Chicago boys are going to get an office upgrade, or you think Dave's going to embrace like the Milton energy and just let him stew in the old office?
My understanding was they had actually already coincidentally been in the process of getting a new.
Oh, that was already started.
Yes, it was already before that happened.
I think they got to get an upgrade with the launch of the gambling and all the pin stuff that's. In
I would certainly like to see Eddie and Chief and Carl in better surroundings. I would like to see those guys taken care of. Those are the guys that I think deserve it. Mississippi State up 2-0 on Kentucky. Fuck you, Wildcats.
Underrated part of that video is Eddie just being like, Big Cat's seen it.
Yeah.
Like just completely being like, Big Cat let us live in this squall.
There's something about Eddie that is just I don't think he's ever done or said anything that isn't 100% likable. Like he's just got a way about him, a gentle way that like it can, and he could be saying the dumbest shit ever. Not that I've seen him do it, but there's nothing he says or does that isn't like really, really likable.
It's because he's genuine, and you can feel the genuineness radiates off of him. Like when he said that was just off the hip. Like that was just, hey, Dan's seen it.
Somebody says Chicago should do a snake draft of new office locations. I could see that. Big Ev, how many snake drafts have you done?
I've done one.
Which one did you do?
I did college football mascots.
That's right. I did. I've done two. I did wrestling entrance themes, and which I won, but they didn't give it to me. And then I did college football's sweetest quarterbacks, which I won. Probably in the biggest blowout.
You did, and that I voted for you. You definitely had the best one.
The biggest blowout ever by a guest. Have you done one yet?
I've not done a snake.
You'll probably get one soon. It's really fun.
I wish I could. So when I got asked to do it, I was literally given an hour and a half's notice.
Yeah.
Like I was literally I was on the
morning,
train
because you talked to me. You were like, "What should I do?" And I think we talked about it, but you had your game plan already by the time I
had it pretty much. I was literally on the train coming to work, and I got a DM from Eddie saying, "Hey, you want to do it at?" Basically, he just right after Pick Central, basically.
Yeah.
And I said, sure.
Yeah,
I had one.
They do it on a Friday.
I
right?
had one mishap. Yeah, I had one mishap. It was like the fourth round that I took the Demon Deacons. That I genuinely believe if I took the Fighting Irish, I would have won. I think that would have been a more chalk because I thought my first three were phenomenal.
Well, you got to pander a little bit
because my first three was Brutus, Bevo, and the Stanford Tree, which I thought was a phenomenal top three.
The tree is solid.
I thought that was a great top three.
I hate the tree, but I love.
Do too, but it's funny.
I think Bevo's an incredible pick. Bevo should have been like your.
I thought that would have
MVP.
been the best value. I mean, getting him the middle of the second round, I thought was elite value.
Jonathan Breisky says, "Big Ev, are you worried about Minnesota today?"
No.
I don't think I'd be worried about Minnesota.
Once the line came out and it was 11, it made me feel a lot better. If it was like 6, I would have been like, 11, I felt much better.
I still love Ohio State to win that tournament.
Also, if anyone who watched that game last night, Minnesota Northwestern, one of the worst basketball games I've ever seen.
Wasn't pretty.
God, are they both bad? They are both dreadful.
Wasn't pretty. You just gonna do this the whole game?
No, I promise. That's annoying. It's annoying as hell. I won't.
It's okay. You can do it. We're gambling. We're all right. Wait. Let's stop. Let's stop because I let us get too far into this before we gave out our early picks.
Yes.
We need to give out our early picks because there's games going on. So I got Mississippi State money line over Kentucky. And if you're very sharp-eyed on Twitter, you saw this morning about 9:30. I was on the train. I tweeted out Kentucky -3. I don't believe in our team. Yada 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 yada. I tweeted it out and I was like, nope. I don't. That's not me. That's not who I'm going to be. I'm riding with my guys. Mississippi State money line over Kentucky. I got Virginia Syracuse under 132. I got Georgetown plus 7.5 against Villanova.
They played good yesterday.
I think those are all my early plays. Big Ev, you have Maryland. Who you got in this? West Virginia.
West Virginia.
You had a good day yesterday too.
I did good yesterday. Okay. I did well at the gambling house, so I felt good. I got Maryland. I got Georgetown a good number. I got +8, and I'm on Kentucky, Brandon.
That's fine. I can see it. I assume Ben Mintz, you're probably on Kentucky too.
So I have the over 150 in Oklahoma State, West Virginia, because OK State's been playing all these overs. I have Michigan State +1.5, and I do have Kentucky, but I'll admit this: I put it in, and then I immediately saw it went from 3 to 3.5 somewhere, and it was like -115 juice. And I was like, man, I may regret this one. Feels a little suckery. Kentucky's real public, but yeah, I'm on it, and I feel like my bias gets any chance I have to go against State, I probably overdo it. I don't know.
Well, I'm betting on Ole Miss tonight because
seven's a lot.
You're too wrapped up in the rivalry. You're too obsessed. You're not unbiased about it. So
Clearly.
I am betting Ole Miss tonight against South Carolina because I'm just a better fan than you. Probably sharper too. So
fair enough.
All right. By the way, just shameful what you tweeted.
Yeah,
absolutely shameful.
Yeah, especially with the opening, what you just said about Duke's program when you opened, it just went nuts on him at the very beginning.
Yeah,
Very shameful. I said, Ev, I said on Twitter, said Xavier's loss and Duke's COVID is good for Ole Miss's NCAA chances if they win two games in the SEC tourney. And Brandon said, "Kids are sick. How could you do
That's
that?"
shameful. The
Funny.
kids are out there getting COVID, and you're rooting for your team on the bubble. That's unbelievable.
Does it count if it's a walk-on?
Apparently.
Kidding.
But
Ole Miss
it's honestly almost so.
No. He did it himself. You don't have to do it if he already did it himself.
But there we go. But honestly, I think that just makes it that sting that much more.
Who's this guy? Miles McBride looked like a good boy. That looks like a good football player.
Look,
I've heard of Moeller or whatever it is.
There haven't been a ton of NCAA tournament appearances for the Rebels in the last 15 years. I think there was only 3 or 4. So any chance you got, want to make it.
Let me do another plug, and then I'll start reading some comments, and we'll dive into the show a little harder. One more plug. So The Dozen is the fantastic trivia show that we do on Barstool. Jeff DeLoe is the brains behind it. He's the work behind it. He's a workhorse. It is fantastic. It's on YouTube. It's on Twitter. Go watch it on YouTube, or you can go to barstoolsports.com and watch The Dozen. Today, it was the experts, me, PFT, and Fran, our second game together against 2.5 men. That is Joey Molinaro, who's out there in Indianapolis. That is Big Ev, and that is Za. 2.5 men.
What
which
a
is
name.
Brilliantly named team. But no spoilers at all. I will just say this. Phenomenal match that goes down to the wire. That is all I will say. Please go watch it.
Well,
No spoilers.
I have no idea.
You should watch.
No spoilers, but
Definitely watch.
Big Ev, how you doing? You good?
Just watch.
All right.
Because I played well.
Smitty, that you know what, Big Ev? That is very selfish what you just said.
It was very selfish.
And I do it every single time.
It was very selfish.
I'm not gonna lie. Our team record on The Dozen is whatever it is, but if we lose 14-12 and I got 7 of the points, I feel great afterwards. I don't mind. But if we lose 14-12 and I got 3 of the points, all of a sudden our team's falling. I don't like it. It's a team loss. I am satisfied with individual performance in The Dozen. Don't really give a shit about the team.
I'm not satisfied with it. Just watch. Just watch.
Again, no spoilers.
Just watch.
And no spoilers, but hey, Big F, Za, any thoughts about firing your coach or anything? I mean, that was are there leadership issues on the team? That's all.
I think he had, in his past performance, he had earned that. I felt he had earned that spot. I felt he was the strongest player, and that's
okay. Fair enough. No spoilers.
We'll regroup. We need to regroup.
Or celebrate.
Yes, or celebrate. Yes.
All right, live in Illinois, the Barstool Sportsbook. Duke is out of the ACC tournament, and we are heading headlong into March Madness. And I said it earlier, but we really are about to have an NCAA tournament, most likely without Duke and without Kentucky. And that's just that's weird. And to me, it's special. I love the fact that we're going to have that we've had some blue bloods kind of fall off and make room for other programs. Certainly Michigan State, another blue blood who's probably not entering this tournament if they even get in. I think they're right on they're a bubble team.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like
Maryland?
Yeah, but the Michigan State beat Michigan.
I don't think Maryland's a bubble team though.
I think
I don't think they're blue blood. I'm sorry.
I think they're not a blue blood. If they win today, they're definitely in. I would say if they lose today, I think they're still probably in. I think they're one of the 11, 12 seed playing games.
Yeah, the fact they just beat Michigan and Illinois and Ohio State.
Michigan State, I think, is good.
Oh, that's what I meant. I thought that you meant. I'm sorry.
You think they're?
I thought you were saying Maryland, because they're actually both kind of in a weird. They're obviously playing each other. They're both in a little bit of a weird spot. I think Michigan State, after the Michigan game, the fact that they beat Ohio State, Illinois, Michigan.
Yeah,
two
of the 4-1 seeds.
I think they should be in probably.
That being said, though. The historic national title contenders let's look at them this year. Duke out. Kentucky out. Kansas, what are you not saying that both those are out?
There's a weird part of me that thinks Duke, they're going to snake Duke in somehow.
They can't get Duke in.
I don't think they can, but it's like there's this weird little part of my brain that's going to be like, I don't know.
They're done. So I say, so the traditional national title contenders, Duke is out. Kentucky is out. Michigan State is not a national title contender. Kansas, I don't think they're a national title contender.
They got a couple guys out.
They're still going to be like probably a 4 seed.
Yeah,
5 seed maybe.
Villanova with their best player out, I don't think they're a national title contender. North Carolina, they're not a national title contender.
Looked like one last night. But they're definitely not.
I really think we're about to have a fresh national champion in this sport, and that pleases me a lot. I really love that. Big Ev, we talked about it yesterday. I'm down to 2 teams that I'd like to take, and you can have the field. I'd like Michigan and Gonzaga. Those are the 2 teams I believe one of those 2 will win the national title. I'm giving you Baylor. I don't want Baylor. I think Baylor peaked early middle part of the season. I like Gonzaga more. I like Michigan more.
I would definitely take Michigan.
You don't like Gonzaga?
I honestly think I'd rather have Butler than Gonzaga right now.
But you're not Butler. You don't
Excuse me.
Baylor.
I was thinking
Baylor.
I was thinking Jared Butler on Baylor.
Yeah. Fair enough. I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Baylor.
You'd rather have Baylor than Gonzaga.
I think so. I just think Gonzaga's defense is not, like they have legitimate holes. I just think they're a team that obviously they beat BYU. They got hot. They still won. I think a better team is capable of getting hot and beating them.
I just don't know that you can outscore them for 40 minutes. Like BYU handled them for 30, 32 minutes, and I think that's the peak of what you can do. I don't think with that roster, that starting 5, a team is going to be able to beat them. I don't think that team exists this year. Like Baylor and Michigan are the only 2 other teams I think talent-wise that can stay within striking distance and beat them at the end. I just think they're going to overwhelm talent-wise everybody in this field. And we don't know we obviously don't know the brackets and the path and everything like that. Certainly they'll all be number 1 seeds, the team we're talking, so they won't meet until the Final Four. I just love Gonzaga. I think the fact that they've never won it is making people ignore how good they really are. And it's easy to say, well, they've never won it. They've always, the conference slows them down, stuff like that. But this particular season, I think, is Gonzaga's best team and best shot to win the big dance, and I think they're going to do it.
I think it's their best shot for sure. I mean, they're just
a team that lost Carolina in the title game.
They're probably deep. They're so deep too. I mean, having guys like Kisper and Suggs and Nemhard.
Yeah.
And then obviously like Timmy's been great. They just have they do have a ton of guys.
I
guess I'm being a little contrarian, kind of being not out on Gonzaga, but kind of doubting them a little bit. But I don't know.
I don't think.
I just think they can get score. I just think teams can score on them.
I don't think your take is unusual. That's what surprises me. Like Marty believes in the same take. I think Rico believes in the same take. A lot of people that follow college basketball just kind of dismiss Gonzaga before they dismiss Baylor.
I'm not dismissing them. I just think they're very obviously they haven't lost.
But you dismissed them before you dismissed Baylor and Michigan. You would agree with that, yeah.
Well, I said Michigan. Honestly, I think the team I think should be like the favorite. I think they're the most complete team.
Who would you appoint the favorite? Ben Mintz.
Baylor, I think.
Yeah,
I think.
So Baylor
I think so.
Baylor's going to enter this.
The Big 12 just being as good as it's been.
Baylor's got one loss, right?
Yeah, they lost one game and they dominated the whole. I mean, I know the COVID thing slowed them down a little bit, but
I have somebody. Chris Summerman says Gonzaga's had way better teams in the past. Well, if you're just going to be a fucking idiot, don't comment. If you're going to say Gonzaga's had way better teams in the past, they haven't had way better teams in the past.
You could maybe argue a better one, not way better.
I mean, that's just dumb. That's it. That's just showing up to a gambling show not knowing what you're fucking talking about.
This is just, they're a talented
So if you're going to
team.
show up and do comments, I'll read your comments. I love reading comments. I love talking to you people. Don't be idiots. Don't be morons, all right? We got a moron from Mississippi right here. He went to Ole Miss. So don't do that. That one didn't land at all.
No, I'm just laughing. I mean, I got I can't. What can I say?
The over looks like shit.
Let me ask you guys a question. Very important question, and I'd love TJ and well, maybe not Za, but everybody here, I'd like to ask you a question. Why
don't you like Za?
Big Ev, you'll find out what the question is. Big Ev, what's your shoe size?
11.5.
11.5. That's a man-sized shoe. TJ, what's your shoe size?
11.5.
11.5. 2 grown-ass men in here. Okay. Ben Mintz, what's your shoe size?
10.
Oh, they're sliding down a little bit, but still, that's a man shoe. Double digits, baby. I wear a 15. I got the biggest shoe and probably the biggest cock and balls in here. So
I definitely have bigger balls.
I am
cock. I'm not willing to do measuring, but
these are
balls probably.
These are man-sized feet. I think we'd all agree. We're all in double digits here, right? What would you say if you found out that somebody that sits in here wears an 8.5? An 8.5 shoe. A grown man who wears an 8.5 shoe. What are we doing here?
Wow, that's 2 sizes bigger than me.
That's right. That's
That's sad.
He might have been in a high school production of Wizard of Oz, and he wasn't Dorothy. I
That was honestly being in the middle of the ping pong match yesterday of the feet was one of the funniest things I've ever been a part. When Dan said, when it was he was like silent for a second, Dan goes 8.5. That's a man's foot. That was one of the funniest lines I've ever heard. That was hilarious.
8.5.
Because that's a man's foot.
That's not even a great season in college football. 8.5. You got to at least have a conference winning record in college football to have a man's shoe. You can't have 8.5. Barely
And then a 9W.
You gotta have that's 8.5. John Sheet says 8.5 is the size you always find in the discount section. Yeah, that's 8.5. Boy, oh boy. I guess we'll have something to talk about next week when certain people's contract lets them back in. Of course, I now I know I only works 3 days a week. You know, you can't work 5 days if you've got tiny ass feet like that. You gotta rest. Unbelievable. 8.5. Rico Bosco.
He's going to sue you for defamation.
What's he gonna do? Squeeze me out?
Slander.
I think he's reached his limit this year. He's at 3 squeeze outs. I don't think he can afford another one. Plus, you can't squeeze out Brandon fucking Walker. He'll ask Dan to edit the video and it'll be fine. Is that going in?
Get in there.
Good
Get in there,
gracious.
West Virginia.
That ball hit the rim 4 times.
Get to 65.
Shooter's roll.
Give me a chance.
We're at 32-30.
Horrible for a 151 over.
I got 150.
Very bad.
All right, let's. I just have to. I got to check some scores here real quick. This is an unusual show because there's games during the show.
Maryland tied up. I knew it.
Maryland's. Oh, I got them taking the lead.
They just took the lead, 29-27. 2 minutes left in the half.
Yeah. So Maryland has caught Michigan State and taken the lead, and I can't scroll at all.
Mississippi State 13-11 with 11:10 to go in the first half.
So Mississippi State dominating Kentucky's overrated.
Looks like a shootout. Looks like a shootout in play here.
Mississippi State beating the shit out of Kentucky.
Cuse is up 10 on Virginia.
God, I had that Q's 50-1 ACC thing I talked about.
Did you not take it?
No, I didn't take it because I wasn't on the. I didn't go to Pennsylvania. You know.
Let's see. Brandon says Jackie Treehorn. I know it's college time, but Porzingis points prop over is a good pick. I think he has been playing well lately.
Yeah, and Doncic has been banged up.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw something today they were still talking about trading him.
Well, I don't think their makeup isn't really great for long term in basketball. Like I don't think Porzingis and Doncic are the combo that you really want going forward because you can't stop anybody. I don't know what you get for Porzingis.
Well, see, Porzingis honestly is a great rim protector.
He's a good rim protector and he's a decent scorer, but he's only going to play half the games. Like he doesn't play full seasons.
No, I fucking hate him.
Yeah,
I'm a fuck KP guy.
Oh, what's going on here? So Oklahoma State tried to go. That was the ugliest layup I've ever seen.
It went in.
At least it went in.
So you might get to your 65 here, Ben.
Yeah,
you might even get to 67.
That'd be good. I mean, just to get a chance.
Jesus!
Oh, man, another
Come on, finish.
Ooh,
Bang!
Threw it out.
Bang!
Monster dunk at the buzzer.
That's how you end a half, West Virginia.
Oklahoma State.
The Mountaineers.
Oklahoma State has to fire their coach.
The Mountaineers.
Oklahoma State just came down. They were trying to play for the last shot twice, turned it over twice.
That's Miles McBride, who's a fucking dog.
Jordan Henderson pays $4.99 to the fund. Says Brandon, I need an unblock my dude. No, I'm not reading your bullshit. Okay, I take care of my Twitter experience. If you're gonna be an asshole, just be an asshole. You just get blocked. Don't whine about it after the fact.
I'll say
on the fact that you're an asshole.
I think I got like a record. I think I got like 20 to 25 messages this last week asking me to ask you to unblock.
Yeah, because there's punk ass Ole Miss fans who want to say something and I block them and then they beg you. They suck your dick and try to suck my dick. So we're not all gonna suck each other's dicks. Brandon, they're playing OKC, the wreck of a team that can't check them. Okay. Brandon not watching State, hate to see it. I would love if we could switch during halftime to Mississippi State, Kentucky for 20 minutes. That would be nice.
Wouldn't hate it.
What channel do you know?
SEC Network.
SEC Network. That is. Are we on DirecTV? I can't. We're at 611.
Let me ask Stefan.
I think we are at 611.
What about Zach Johnson?
What about Zach
Johnson?
By the way, Colby's not here, but Tony Finau. Tony Finau was like +5 a couple holes into the tournament today. They're in Sawgrass.
TPC, big tournament.
Honestly, it's almost better, you know.
Just get it out of the way early.
Yeah, don't get emotionally invested to get your soul ripped out on Sunday.
The thing that's brutal is if he was just betting top 5s or top 10s, he'd be.
No, he does. I'll give Colby.
Good.
You know, he does.
Because he's like so consistent at that.
Will L says Brandon is Rico Jr. Brandon's Rico's son. Will, look at his foot. Look at his foot. Hey, look at his foot right here. man-sized foot, and great socks, by the way.
You are a big sock guy.
I'm a huge sock guy. Yeah,
I like
great
sock
socks.
guy.
USA,
I've never
baby.
gotten into the socks.
You should
I
be
have
a sock
recently.
guy.
I only got into it last
not
year,
like-
but I like
Everybody
it.
should be sock guys.
I'm someone who I appreciate a good sock guy. I'm just personally I haven't dove in.
Now, I'm not a sock guy. I'm not going to pay like a lot of money for socks, but I will get colorful socks. Always wear colorful socks. It doesn't have to be
Like
something
it's one of
fancy.
those, I always see them and I enjoy them, but I just never got a pair for
I
myself.
think if you start wearing good socks, it just makes your day a little bit better. Not a lot, but a little bit better. You look down, like you cross your legs, you're bored. You look down and see your socks, makes you smile.
I think my problem is too with the socks is I'm a shorts guy like 7-8 months of the year,
yeah.
and you can't wear funky socks with shorts.
Well, you
I
can.
mean, you
That's-
can.
Well, I guess you can, but
I
that's
do.
not my
then
C's.
you're just a double guy. You're a
It's
shorts
not my
and a
C's.
socks guy. I don't think you can do both.
I go funky with the shoes.
Mm-hmm. I've been meaning to talk to you about something.
Please.
I think you and I should push each other to work out together.
Oh yeah, no, it's for
we
me.
need accountability partners.
I'm a seasonal guy.
yeah.
Like the hibernation period, like this
but when
week,
quarantine
like it's
started
over.
last year, you were on it, buddy. You
Oh
were
no,
on it.
I've gotten fat. I've let it go.
But me and you both have. We need to.
No, this is like the first. The endorphins are flowing. Weather's nice.
Yeah.
I'm a bear. Like I hibernate. Like you saw.
Oh, that's a real.
I'm outside all summer, and then in winter I just sit on the couch and gamble. Now it's outside again. I'm back.
March Madness unofficially starts today. Officially starts, I guess, Sunday when we have Selection Sunday. We talked the other day. What player do you think about when you hear the term March Madness or NCAA tournament? I thought about Christian Laettner. We've all thought about different guys. Today I ask you, what's the best? If I say the word March Madness buzzer beater, which one comes to mind first? I have a couple because I do think March Madness buzzer beaters is what gives this tournament life, and it's what we can show. Certainly, Chris Jenkins, I think, has taken the mantle of
the fact
maybe
it was in the national championship.
national championship game. It's great call, everything.
And what gets so forgotten is it followed up an insane shot by Marcus Page.
An insane shot, a
like
double clutch
unreal,
three. Yeah,
unreal shot. Like that's devastating that shot gets forgot about for him.
yeah,
Because that's an all-time national championship, just NCAA tournament shot.
And then, but you know what else gets lost? I guess it doesn't get lost, but North Carolina, that's a terrible loss. It's a heartbreaking loss. They come back the next year and win the national title. So, see, here we go. Will L. says cardiac Kimba. Somebody else says Kimba. No. Why do you keep doing this? Why do people keep doing it? Kimba didn't happen in the fucking NCAA tournament.
It's what I said. It's like, I can't help if you ask me the first thing, he just does.
But
I can't explain it. Other than that, he just embodied it.
These people are wrong. Kimba didn't happen.
If anything,
it
it should be
in the conference
If
tournament.
anything, it should be Shabazz. If you want to say like a UConn guy.
Oh, somebody has a great one. Tyus Edney against Missouri in
Yeah,
1995.
when he went court to court. Like
Yeah, he
4
has
seconds,
to.
4.3 seconds.
Missouri should have defended that better, and that sucked for us. We were Sweet 16 waiting for UCLA. UCLA ends up winning the national title. We would have gone to the Elite Eight that year.
I'm gonna troll myself and say the Bryce Drew shot because every single March I see it on like 150 commercials.
It's certainly
it never ends. I mean, it never ends. So that's the one I think about because it's.
I said Chalmers too. Chalmers always comes to mind for me.
Chalmers
that was
great.
a big shot.
Chalmers, R.J. Hunter when his dad fell off the
Oh
chair.
yeah, that was a great one. That was a New
Deep
Orleans
from
too.
deep too.
Yeah, that wasn't that the one where the announcer was like, "What are they doing?"
Yeah, they better hurry
I
up.
think so. Yeah, because he literally just took like a 30-footer from the middle of the court. Bang. 35 probably.
Will L., I think you might be the dumbest person here. I'm going to call you out. You gave me Kimball Walker, and then you just gave me Christian Watford for Indiana. That happened in November. Pay attention. Pay attention, guys. This is Pick Central. All right, I'm not going to let you guys be scrubs. I'm going to make you better. All right, we're getting reps every day. This is practice. All right, and you will run your reps. You will do everything the right way. I'm not going to let you say Christian Watford, a game that happened in November for a March Madness buzzer beater. Be better than that. Can I block people off of this YouTube? I need to know if I can block people.
Yo, this is everybody when Will L makes a joke in the chat.
Is he joking?
I think he's always in there trolling him.
Okay, all right. Well, can you do me a favor? When I say what Will L. says next time, can we do that?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Chiozza is one that kind of just has blended into the pack. Chris Chiozza against Wisconsin, I got it. Chris Chiozza against Wisconsin in the Garden a couple years ago. That running three-pointer. Florida.
Oh, yes. And who was the guy in Wisconsin that hit that corner one that was a big shot, too?
Bronson Koenig.
Koenig or like something
Koenig?
less? Or,
Was it
yes.
Koenig? Yeah, that was a crazy
That
one.
was wild.
That was a huge run for them. Aaron Harrison.
Yeah, I thought I was going to say Harrison. Kentucky.
Trey Burke, Michigan.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Jordan Poole shot was
But I
huge,
don't think-
too.
I
Jordan
think
Poole
Trey-
shot.
Against
Against
Houston.
Houston. I was thinking of that
Trey
one, too.
Burke wasn't a buzzer beater. Trey Burke was like, I think it hit with like 3 seconds left.
And it was deep as fuck,
It
too.
was deep as fuck. I don't remember who hit it, but that Northwestern State beating Iowa was a great one in the corner.
Yeah.
Also, the one
by
I
6.
would never know his name. That Northern Iowa one from like half court is nuts.
Yes, against
I think it might have been Texas, maybe.
Texas A&M.
I thought it was
It was
Texas.
A&M, I
Was
think.
it Texas?
Was
No,
it
what?
A&M?
No, I know. I think he's right. I think it was Texas.
Because I just remember seeing just that burnt orange on the court.
so-
That's who it was. You're right. They
that
played
was-
A&M, too, though.
Yeah,
That's what I got.
Northern Iowa and A&M was a different one. That's when Northern Iowa
was that when they
winning-
blew that like 10-point lead?
They were winning
at,
like
the last,
9. That was
minute?
Alice Caruso's year. They were
Yes.
winning by like 9 or 11 with under a minute left, and Texas A&M cut it down and they won the game. Man, Mike Miller. See, that one was so short. I didn't really. You go way back in the day. Keith Smart, Tate George for UConn. Man,
It's a shame Gordon Hayward's half quarter that bounced out.
That would've been
that
great.
would have been that.
Imagine
That
a
would have been the most
three-quarter
iconic
to win the national championship.
Yeah, that would have been the most iconic shot of all time if it had gone in.
I think it's iconic and it was a miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine he
that
made
fact that it
Yeah.
comes up on the list of the best ones even made. That's how good it was.
all right. So we are in March Madness, but folks, there's plenty. Did we turn this channel? By the way, we're just not gonna let me see Mississippi State play.
I texted him.
We're gonna watch.
Who do?
And Mississippi State just went on a run too.
No, did they?
So
I'm
I
about,
could.
I'm about to get buried.
Theoretically,
They're up 7.
I could have watched that. I could have enjoyed that as it happened,
Yeah,
and you could have heard the joy in my voice.
I would have
no.
loved to.
It's Brandon Walker. We don't let Brandon Walker be happy. We have to shit on Brandon Walker all the time. Is that what I'm?
You're not happy?
Is that not what I just feel like I could, if we could get this on at Mississippi State, the TV.
I'll text him again.
Could you?
Yeah,
What was that?
yeah. Did you see my shorts today, Brandon?
I didn't.
You know what pay-per-view they're from?
I can't see them. Oh, is that HBK shorts?
Yeah,
Is that Royal Rumble '97? I can't.
it's from '97, but it's not the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. Oh, the
Nice.
screw job.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're not the actual tights Sean wore. They're just shorts fashioned. I can't see you. Oh, you only bought them because they're black and red. They match
I
Rutgers.
have a couple other ones from HBK.
I didn't know. Are you a huge wrestling guy? Or you just,
I grew up
or you just like the clothes?
from like 2006 to 2010. I was like super into it, and I've stayed with it since then.
B-Walk says, Kyle McDougal, what's the best March Madness play that you can remember? I always go back to Darvin Ham, 1996 UNC against
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech when he broke the backboard. It was on a Sunday. It was right before we played, actually. He broke the backboard and just destroyed. That was incredible. Anyway, March Madness is happening right now, but it's not the only thing happening. I love fantasy sports. Big Av loves fantasy sports. Ben Mentz loves fantasy sports. And one of the hottest fantasy sports type games out there is called Stable Duel. Stable Duel is a horse racing game, and finally horse racing has a contest worth playing. It brings more action with its fantasy-style game where you can play against others for big money payouts. Folks, if you're intimidated by betting on horses, this isn't betting on horses. This isn't saying, give me an exacta, give me a trifecta. This isn't diving into the sheet. This is a fantasy game where you look at the horses that are available, you add them to your roster, to your stable, just like fantasy football. You select your own stable of 10 horses, watch the points rack up, and that's where you win your money. There's also daily games with big cash prizes, easy to use, even if you're new to the sport. If you've never watched horse racing, you kind of want to get into it, or you just want something to occupy your time, and you're a fantasy player, check it out. Stable Duel is incredible. So download the Stable Duel app right now. Start playing right out of the gate. That's the StableDuel app. You will not regret it. It's fantastic. All right, B-Walk, go back to wrestling. No, we're talking college basketball today, pro basketball, everything that's going on in the world of sports. I want to talk to you guys about betting strategies for this. Actually, why don't we just go ahead and do the picks, and then we'll circle back to some other stuff. Okay, you both are
Sounds
looking
good.
at
I'm
your
ready.
phones.
No, I'm ready. No, I'm looking at my picks.
So,
I'm looking at my
apparently
picks.
When I was looking at the comment that another shot that no one brought up was Scotty Reynolds.
Villanova?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't mention Leitner. How could we not mention Leitner?
I just get tired of
Yeah.
Leitner.
Leitner for me. I mean, I wasn't even born, so would have felt.
I wish
corny
I had
saying that.
$1 for every time you say that.
You guys just talk about old shit a lot.
Well, it's sports. I talk
No,
about
it's-
the stuff. You talk
I'm
about the,
still aware of it.
you talk about the stuff when you were a kid. I talk about the stuff when I was a kid.
I'm a historian. I'm still aware of it.
You're not a historian.
I'm a historian.
Who'd Keith Smart play for?
Keith Smart,
Mm-hmm.
A&M.
Close.
That was a total just throwing shit at the wall.
Right. He hit the game winner in the 1987 national championship, Indiana.
Indiana against Syracuse.
Why didn't you?
How did you say that was close? How was A&M close?
It wasn't at all. It was sarcastic.
Right.
It
I was thinking you're going to be like, oh, Texas. I was
No,
like, all right.
it was very, very sarcastic. Last night, and what seems to be a theme these days, Brandon Walker was the best. But I had one of these nights, and I know you'll feel me here. I thought it was going to be historic. I won my first 4 picks. I had 7 picks. I went 4-0, and my dick's swinging. I'm thinking, oh, this is my day, baby. And I ended up 4-3. I went 4-0, 4-3. So it's still a good day. It just doesn't feel as good as it would have
You were just
felt.
feeling so good at 4-0,
Right.
thinking even if you go 1-2, you're like, I go
Right.
5-2.
Yeah, but 4-0 turns into 4-3. But still, 4-3 is a pretty good day. Rico 7-7. Rico 7-7. That's 14 plays. He almost doubled his shoe size with his bets yesterday. Big Ev 3-4-1, and that I can tell 3-4-1 such a grind of a day.
Yeah, it is.
Was the one?
And also, it was one of those weird where I didn't send in more plays later. I ended up having a good day at the gambling house.
Was the one earlier or later?
What, the push?
Yeah.
It was Penn State.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got
was that
6.
earlier?
And I
But
got,
that was a good push, though.
That's
They were
what I'm
down
saying.
like 15 and a
If
half.
it happens late, it's a good push. If it happens early, it doesn't feel as good. Marty Mush was 4-5, and Ben Mintz was 2-4.
and Ev had Nebraska at 6, Penn State at 6. I had it 6.5 and lost. And then also, I mean, just Xavier up like 15 on Butler, scores 19 points. Scores 19 points.
I don't think I actually gave it out. Me and a bunch of us were on Butler.
Okay, good.
We had
Well,
some
good. That makes
we
me
had some
happy.
good. All of us rode. We had good energy in the house. We all were on Miami big. That hit. We're all on Butler big. That hit. We're all on UNC big. That was just never.
I was all over
never in
UNC.
doubt.
That was one that was
I
good.
got it. Here's Kentucky's run, by the way. I can feel it. Get the ball? Okay. Somebody says Lorenzo Charles. Yes, thank you very much. Bring home that belt. So I got to buy the belt. I got to buy the championship belt. Or get Spider to buy it, but he's in Chicago. I'll see him next week. So I am in first place. Brandon Walker, 27-21. He's up 6.56 units. Here's Kentucky's run. Ben Mintz, 30-28. He's up 1.3 units. Marty Mush down
Fading, though.
4.9 units. Rico Bosco down 7.4 units. And apparently Big Cat's just not on the board anymore. TJ?
I was passed along the message to not track his picks for the time being
By Big Cat?
by Evan, Big Cat's data guy.
Why?
I don't know. Just said Big Cat doesn't want his picks tracked right now for Pick Central.
I think we need to make fun of him about this.
He had the best night last night, so I don't know if you want to make fun of him yet.
So he just stopped being okay. All right.
Is he officially?
As we enter March, he doesn't want his picks tracked.
That's what I was told. I knew it would come up, but
I'm going to.
Honestly, I don't hate his strategy. Just fire bullets blind. Not blind, but just put the blinders on. Tunnel vision.
All right.
Just
And-
focus, lock in, straightforward.
Bringing up the rear, Big Ev 38-42-1, down 8.15 units.
I
How
think
are you down so many units if your record's not bad? Your 4 games under 500, you're down 8 units.
I don't know the one night. I mean, the one
That makes
night.
sense.
I
I
went-
mean,
I went-
4.2 units of juice though. It
I
was
went
down
0-7 the one night. That was where everything went south.
Just missing every free throw. Okay. Why did y'all turn this game on?
You're up 7.
I know we're up 7, but we should be up 10. We keep missing free throws. All right. I have got Mississippi State money line over Kentucky. I got Virginia Syracuse under 132, and let's do a status check on that
It's
one.
33-24 Syracuse at half, so that's a pretty good score for you.
It's not great. It's
It's all right.
39-30 now. What did you say it was?
It was 33-24 at half.
That's absolutely not true. It's still first half. It's 39-30.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, this is going to be.
That's not good.
This
Yeah.
isn't even close.
Not good.
And I think I stacked that on parlays and shit. So
Oh, yikes.
my day is fucked.
Mine's looking not off to an auspicious start either. That Maryland into the first half wasn't great.
Georgetown plus 7.5 against Villanova. UCLA minus 5 against Oregon State. Oklahoma money line against Kansas. Virginia Tech plus 4 against UNC. And Ole Miss minus 7 against South Carolina. Mississippi State is now up 10. Ben Mintz, you go second.
I have over 150 Oklahoma State, West Virginia, Michigan State plus 1.5, Kentucky minus 3, Ohio State by 11, Georgia Tech by 9.5 over Miami. I have Oregon minus 9, St. John's plus 1.5, UCLA by 5 over Oregon State, the UNO Privateers, who have been riding a lot lately, by 3 over Northwestern State, USC minus 7.5, revenge game against Utah, UConn by 12.5 today, under 140 Ole Miss, South Carolina, and I'm debating. I yanked Louisiana Tech off my card because they got an injury.
How the fuck are Virginia and Syracuse at 69 points with 3 minutes left in the first half?
It must be making
That
a lot
never
of threes.
happened.
It must be
Syracuse
making
is hot on these rims. I was going to bet Virginia. I stayed away just how hot they were yesterday.
I knew when it was 132. That's a ridiculously high total for Virginia. Why did I?
Because Buddy Boeheim, all of a sudden, Steph Curry.
Ridiculous. Okay. Big F, you're next.
I got Westphal going right now, -3.
Jesus, you got a lot of picks.
Me?
Yeah, I'm seeing. Oh, that's Ben's picks. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Well, honestly, I'm saying these are my picks up until like 3. All the new slate of picks that'll be coming out. Westphal -3. Westphal OSU over 151. Maryland Pick'em. I got Georgetown +8. Kentucky -3.5. I got Miami +9.5. Oregon -8.5. Vandy +8. Ohio State -11. I don't think I said this right now. I'm also on Seton Hall -1.5. That's a 3. I'll have more picks after for the matinee slate, if you will.
I was fired up. I've seen Brandon watching Mississippi State basketball this year.
Mississippi State basketball is
Oh,
my
good.
favorite. It's my favorite team we got.
Really?
But ever since we fired Rick Stansberry in 2010 like a bunch of idiots, and we hired Rick Ray's terrible ass, and then Ben Howland's been awful. It takes away my heart and my spirit for it. But when we get in the moment like this, and I watch it, we have a 10-point lead against Kentucky and a 3-on-1 fast break, and the guy's selfish and he doesn't pass the ball, and then they get an easy layup at the end. There we go. All right. There we go.
It's also, even when Kentucky's bad, just having a chance to beat them.
Brandon, Mississippi
like
State's
playing
they're going to win the game.
Who? Mississippi State?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
No question.
Big F, can I tell you something?
There is no chance that Kentucky wins this game by 4 or more.
I've been
0.00% chance.
Stop. You will stop. You will stop
There's
immediately.
no Brandon. I've watched a lot of basketball in my day. I know you have as well. You see the way this Mississippi State team is playing right now?
They look on Mitch. They look at playing.
Kentucky's deader than dead.
Okay. Just
better
relax.
than
Bury him.
Relax.
They're
Okay,
they're
fine.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Done.
That sounds delicious.
Colonel Sanders.
All right.
Is Colonel Sanders a real person?
He was, I believe, yes.
Is he the founder of KFC?
I don't know if he was the founder or just the mascot. Like, was Wendy real? Wendy was real, right? Dave Thomas's daughter?
I don't know.
I think so. Pretty sure so.
All right. Well, okay, was there a real Captain D?
Was Ronald real?
No, Ronald was always just the mascot, right?
Mayor McCheese was real, though.
That can't be right.
Grimace was also real.
Grimace was real. They found Grimace in the woods in Indiana. I knew that.
I thought he was in Chernobyl.
What?
Chernobyl?
In France?
No.
You know what I just thought of? Why did McDonald's make their mascot a thief?
Well, no. The mascot's a clown.
No, but what the burglar?
Oh, they just had because the hamburgers were so good, he wanted to steal them. That's what, you know.
yeah, but
does that make sense?
the kids.
Brandon, I have a
you're-
question.
You're fine, Brandon.
When you're stressed out and you're watching Mississippi State games, what's your beverage of choice?
Mints rimming threes out.
Really? This is how you're gonna play this? I got to make a request. I need this game off. I can't host this show and watch the game. I'm sorry. It is very authentic. It's what you guys want to see probably. I don't know, but I can't host this show and have a Mississippi State game on TV. It's not something that what are we gonna give to this guy? Okay, relax. Wendy is real. No, not Wendy's Israel. Wendy the daughter.
They
is
have
real.
Wendy's in Israel?
They probably do.
They must.
I mean,
They
Israel's
got
a
to.
very Americanized
I would
place,
think so.
right?
Yeah,
So I think they have
Tel Aviv.
McDonald's. They have Wendy's. Plus, McDonald's and Wendy's are all over the globe. I think.
They speak English in Israel, right?
Yeah. No,
I don't know. I've never been there.
not exclusively.
But they there's got to be someone that speaks it, I guess.
All right, but when I need to refresh myself, when I need to calm myself down, when I just need to take care of my body, you know what I like to drink? TJ.
Body armor.
Body Armor Edge. Body Armor Edge. It's either the Power Punch or the Berry Blitz or the Orange Frenzy or the Tropical Chaos. Tropical Chaos sounds like a video game.
Sounds delightful.
Grand Theft Auto Tropical Chaos. I would play that. Would
Sounds
you
like
play that?
Sounds like a tornado of flavors in your mouth.
Yeah, but you go to an island and you
Well
get
said.
to Grand Theft. Write that down. Grand Theft Auto 6. Tropical Chaos. Would you play it?
Yeah, I'd play it.
I'd drink it too.
Especially if you're on a random island,
March Madness is here, and our favorite sports drink, Body Armor, has launched a sports drink plus caffeine called Edge to help us get our edge. You can tell I got Mississippi State playing. I've already got that edge. I'm kind of I'm on the edge, but you can get an edge on the competition with our favorite sports drink and caffeine, and it is great. My favorite flavor is Tropical Chaos. It is delicious. You can go to 7-Eleven. They've got it, or you can order it on Amazon. 100 milligrams of caffeine, 1,000 milligrams of electrolytes, no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. It has B vitamins, antioxidants, and coconut water. Comes in those 4 flavors. It tastes great. Go to Go to drinkbodyarmor.com for more information and check it out. That's Body Armor Edge.
It's good stuff.
I love it. All right, did we get this changing? Did we get the game changed? Can I get this game changed?
I think it's more fun when you're watching on there.
Yeah, but it's about to be halftime anyway, and we got to get back to West Virginia and Michigan.
Oklahoma State.
Why do I keep saying that? West Virginia, Oklahoma State. Excuse me.
Michigan State's playing too, so.
There's only 3 minutes left in the half, Brandon.
I know, but Big Ev, why are you doing this to me?
Because I need a winner, Brandon. I need Kentucky to cover this game.
I don't think it's
So I need to reverse.
well, ever since we started watching it, that bet has gone to shit. Mississippi State up 34-22. I think
The game's over.
I think Captain D's is an underrated spot. Like, people hate on Captain D's, but I'll go to Captain D's and get me a whitefish combo real quick. You ever been to a Captain D's, Big Ev? I don't think they have them up here.
Never heard of it.
You've heard of it.
No.
I used to eat it.
Yeah,
when I was-
you
when
New
I was a
Yorkers like
kid,
TJ, you've never
it's
heard
been
of
a
Captain
long-
D's?
It's been a long time.
You heard of Long John Silver?
Yeah, but I
That,
would never
yes.
go to one.
Yeah, me neither.
It's just what if you were in a rush?
I wouldn't get fish in a rush.
I just wanted to eat.
I don't think that's true.
I know that's not believable, but it's
Right.
true.
I guess I never eat Taco Bell and will never get Taco Bell in a rush. So
What?
I would gladly
I don't eat Taco Bell. I don't like
That Taco Bell I will smother.
Yeah.
I don't like Taco Bell.
I'm
It's
not a big
it's
fan either.
fantastic. Love Taco Bell.
Somebody says, what if Mississippi State were playing Ole Miss right now?
That'd
well,
be awesome.
It'd be 2 of us going nuts.
If the score was the same as it is right now, I wouldn't be very happy. I can tell you that.
Syracuse is choking, says Jack Pusa. Pusa.
It's almost pussy.
It's almost pussy. It's very close to pussy.
One letter.
Yeah, Pusa. Hey, what are you doing this week?
That sounds like how you say like pussy in Spanish.
You want to go out to Hoboken and see if we can round up some Pusa?
Scurry up some good old fashioned pusa.
No, maybe we'll find some Pusa.
I feel like that's literally what, I feel like that's what someone who speaks Spanish refers to a vagina.
I don't think that's
Pusa.
right.
Pusa.
I've watched enough Narcos Mexico to know that I know.
I watched
the word.
Narcos too.
I
few
watched the
years.
first couple of them. I hadn't watched when it went to Mexico.
It's good in Mexico too.
Okay,
It's
I will.
I don't think it's as good as the Colombia episodes, but it's still a pretty good piece of entertainment.
Okay, I enjoyed the Colombia ones.
Yeah, they're real good. Well, once Pablo died, it wasn't as good.
That's what I saw until when he died.
But hit that.
Ooh, big shot for State.
Brandon, the game's over. We might as well turn it off.
Shut up.
Mississippi State won. They won. There's no way Kentucky's going to win by 4 or more. It's over.
I have a
Game's over.
story, Za.
I'm an idiot. I should have known on this one.
I was walking through Penn Station today. I ride Jersey Transit to work every day because I'm poor, and I was coming through Penn Station, and I was walking out the final escalator to go up the stairs to be in the city.
Uh-huh.
And I hear, "Oh shit, B-Walk!" I can't do a British accent. "Oh shit, B-Walk!" I can't. Okay.
Just go with it.
Anyway, "Oh shit, B-Walk! I got a parlay for you." I can't.
Stop trying it, Brandon.
It sounds.
Just say it. We'll picture it in our head
picture it.
with the
All
accent.
right, it's a British guy saying "Oh shit, B-Walk, I got a parlay for you," and he just runs up to me, thick British accent. He
Yeah.
says, "I have a Europa League parlay," and he goes, "Ajax,
Yep.
United parlay." So I want to put that on my card. Have they already started playing?
They're starting in about 5 minutes.
Ajax,
I know Man United starting in 5 minutes. I know about
Ajax, Man United parlay that a British guy ran me down in Penn Station to give to me this morning. I promised him I would put it out there for the people.
There
Oh,
you go.
Ajax is
There it
Ajax is Ajax, correct?
Ajax, it's Ajax,
Yeah.
yeah. It should be Ajax. I think we should be able to say Ajax. It's not also.
The restaurant in Oxford.
Ajax
yeah.
is delicious.
Yo,
It's
definitely,
the one place in that
definitely.
piece of shit town that I will go to. Ajax,
I'll tell Randy H. He said that he'll be pumped. to use
Ajax
it.
is delicious.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
It's fantastic. It's my favorite restaurant in that town, and it's not a piece of shit town. It's a good town.
great restaurant. I got a lot of friends that work there.
I love Ajax. Is that the one with the holes in the
Yeah.
ceiling?
Yeah, it's just the real old school, just the comfort Southern food. They do it amazing.
Game's over.
What else we got? Man,
I'm curious. What do y'all think of this North Carolina Virginia Tech game? Just because it's the lines.
So here's what I thought. I love Virginia Tech this morning.
Okay.
Loved them more than I've loved many things in life. I just don't think North Carolina's that good. I think Virginia Tech's every bit as good as they are. I just wonder if Duke getting bounced because of COVID is going to put a little pep in North Carolina's step. Like, it's their tournament. It's in Greensboro, so I always feel whoever's better out of Duke and North Carolina have a huge advantage there. And it's I feel like it's North Carolina's tournament to lose now, even though they're not the best team. So I now kind of like that's not a fucking foul. That is not a foul.
Good call.
That's not a foul at all. Wait, they call that foul on Kentucky or us?
No, I think it's y'all's ball. I think y'all slammed it.
No,
off
I thought they called a foul right there.
No. And by the way, Mint's just getting swatted by Mississippi
Stuffed
State at the rim.
Yeah.
What an awful scene.
Can I get a still shot of that? Mint's getting stuffed by Mississippi State.
Just getting thrown at the rim. Oh, that's pretty funny. I know you can see the family resemblance.
You called a foul in Kentucky?
Yeah, it was a foul on Kentucky. Good call. What's Marty saying about Duke? I don't know. I haven't talked to Marty. He's in Chicago.
I did see that video.
What a bad scene to be in just all Duke attire.
All Duke
that he's
attire.
been wearing for close to 48 hours now.
So is Rico just not? He's not a Duke fan that acts like he's a Duke fan.
Yes. Yesterday he basically said he's a journalist.
Who?
Credentialed journalist.
Who? Rico?
Rico Bosco.
Let me tell. Wait a second.
He is they're credentialed to the Big
Rico,
East.
look me in the eyes. You can't be a journalist and hit up the SID of every school and ask them to send you merch. That's not how journalism works. All you're doing is begging for free T-shirts
I don't see why not.
and hoodie. You can't.
Why?
You'll get fired, Big F. You can't.
By who? Not here.
Not because we're not journalists. Journalists can't wear the merch of the teams they're covering. They can't ask for free merch. That's all Rico does is ask for free merch.
But if you get merch from all of them, then it's like you covered every team.
But you can't.
But who says you can't?
Your bosses.
Not here. Dave Portnoy doesn't say that.
We're not journalists.
We're definitely not journalists.
We're not journalists. If you worked at USA Today as a basketball reporter and the Knicks gave you a free hoodie, you'd be in trouble. I'm just telling you how it is.
But what if it's like really nice? Like what if it's like a dry fit like Nike?
I don't think you're really understanding the point.
No, I'm understanding the point, but I'm just saying I don't think the bosses are understanding that it's quality merchandise.
Ooh, Allie.
You don't want to live in a world where you can't get free merch.
Precisely.
I don't want to live in that world either. One time I went and covered a Mississippi State hockey game, and they gave me a Mississippi State hockey jersey. I wore it to work, and the guy was
hockey game?
Club hockey.
Oh, okay.
Club hockey. They gave me a hockky jersey. I wore it, and the guy was like, "No, you got to take that off or take it back and give it to him."
See, but that's why they take this shit way too serious.
Nobody likes to smell their own asses more than journalists.
Way too serious.
Or bosses at journalists. First of all,
beat writers Barstool's made it.
Beat writers and sports writing is a thing of the past, and people are still hanging on to it. And they go and they get their free food. They complain about the press box. There's no worse. What the fuck is happening? Somebody tell me what's happening.
Just a morally bankrupt institution like Mississippi State.
You tell me how we
technical fouls.
You tell me how we dunk a ball on one end and they're shooting free throws on the other.
Show no class, taunting.
Playing Kentucky in basketball is like playing Alabama in football.
It is exactly like it. Any chance you get to beat them, you enjoy it. No, it's precisely. That's a fair reference.
All right, I don't know. So what we got a technical foul for dunking too hard? Is that what we're doing now?
Yes.
I asked people to change this channel, and this would have been a better.
It's still going. Y'all either going to be up 12 or 14.
Thor Huber says cowbells are for inbreds. Yeah, I'm going to take stuff from a YouTube commenter calls himself Thor. Okay. Sure, your ass is Thor. All right. Relax. Everybody relax. We're about to get to halftime. 3 seconds. Throw it down. Not like that.
Still, 14,
if it bounces in, it
14
counts.
point lead.
All right, Mississippi State up.
Would it count if it bounced in?
No. Would it? Yeah. No. If it was,
I've never seen it.
If it was in regular time, it would. But if it bounced after the buzzer, then as soon as it bounces, it's dead.
I have no idea.
It would. Yeah. Any ball that goes through the basket counts. If as long as there's
That's
time
what I
on
was
the clock.
thinking. I was like, I feel like it should count.
So we're getting. They called a tech on Smith for slapping the backboard on the dunk. I think you should be able to slap the backboard. Look at our guys fired up.
I have no problem people celebrating dunks.
If you can dunk, you should be able to. Celebrate.
Yeah, it's like the homers in baseball.
Georgetown 8-point dogs, winning by 2 at the half. I need that one.
Need something.
We just run out of time.
Good luck, everybody, today. Huge
Go
card. Let's
Rutgers.
get this money.
Hey, everybody, be patient. It's a long day. Grind it out. Good luck. We'll see you on the other side tomorrow.
Good luck in Illinois with the launch, too.